Hey guys, here is my MATLAB project to create an image processing GUI. So as you can see here, here's my code with a lot of different functions in it, and I will open up the figure that I created in Guide so we can see what that looks like. And it's loading. Okay. Here is the first axis where the image you want to alter will be loaded, and here's where after you make an alter, or after you do some type of transformation or go through some image processing, the new image will show up over here. So this is in Guide. So now let's run the GUI, and I'm going to hit File, and I'm going to load an image, and I'm going to pick this flower that I've been using, and as we can see, the flower has now been loaded. So now I'm going to go through some of these image processing tools that I've created, and it's going to show up on the second axis right here on the right after it's altered. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and I'm going to let's do brightness, and let's decrease the brightness. So I don't know if you can see that it says enter a value between -1 and 0 for darken and 0 and 1 for brighten. So I'm going to enter a -0.7. That'll decrease the brightness of this image by 70%. So if I hit OK, it'll pop up, and there we go. This is the darkened image. It obviously looks a little bit different because on video, because it's hard to capture what it actually looks like, but this is the image darkened. Now we're gonna change the contrast, and I want to increase the contrast by 70%, so I'm gonna hit 0.7 on that and hit OK, and there's the contrast increased by 70%. Now I'm gonna close this out real quick. We're going to go back to the code, and in the code you'll see here that I have change contrast, and I have different titles and what I wanted to say in the dialogue and the boxes. An important part of this code is to realize this part right here, if handles.frame1 value. What I've done is I've assigned two values to handles, frame1 value and frame2 value. So frame1 value gets a 1 in it as soon as you load an image into the first axis. And here it says if it's not loaded, else display message box no new file created. Meaning that we haven't even uploaded an image into the first file, so it won't do anything. Now let's hit run project. We'll hit file, we'll load. Oh, we're not going to load something this time. What we're going to do is we're going to try to do some image processing without it. Oh, there you go. No new file created. See that? So that does work. Now I'm going to go through some of these, two more of these image processing. You can play around with it yourself. Grab this. You have to make sure that your image that you're trying to edit is located in the MATLAB folder. That's a current folder of your right here, current folder. So image processing, let's try invert. Oh, good, invert works. Let's do add noise. Now this is a parameter you put between 0 and 1, how much noise you want. I don't want too much, so let's do 0.3. And we do 0.3, and we get, sorry guys, I don't have steady hands. We get a, oh, well there's the noise. Not too much noise, but you see that there's noise, right? Now we want to fix the noise by using the median filter. So we'll use a median filter, we'll enter in some parameters, 2 and 2 what we find, and it'll take a second. Oh, there we go. And it fixed it. So, this is my GUI. Thank you for looking.